In the highlands of Kenya, where the morning sun touches Mount Kenya with gold, a story sleeps in silence. A story of young men who crossed oceans to fight in one of the harshest jungles on earth. Today, their story awakens. The year was 1940. The world was at war, and thousands of young Kenyan men, farmers, herders, miners, clerks, answered the call. From Nyeri, from Meru, from Machakos, from Kisii, from the coast, from Rift Valley, from every corner of the country. They came to the camps of Gilgil, Lanet, and Nanyuki to become soldiers of the King's African Rifles. In the dust and heat, they learned a new life: discipline, endurance, brotherhood. They rose before sunrise. They marched for miles. They trained with Enfield rifles, learned British drill, and forged themselves into warriors. Then came the journey. Troop ships waited in the port of Mombasa. They boarded with uncertain hearts, leaving behind family, homeland, and everything familiar. For weeks they travelled across an endless ocean, toward India, toward Burma, toward the unknown. The jungles of Burma were another world, thick, dark, relentless. Monsoon rains drowned the earth. Leeches clung to their legs. Malaria stalked them in the night. The Japanese waited behind every shadow, but the Kenyan soldiers adapted. They moved silently. They became masters of the jungle, the East African Askari, fearless in the green darkness. These were the battalions that carried Kenya's honour. 1-3 KR, silent fighters of the night. Snipers, patrol specialists, ridge takers, 3-3 KR, the guardians. Protectors of supply lines, shield of the Allied advance. 3-4 KR, the mountain warriors, victors of Kalewa, conquerors of Kalemio. They pushed forward, step by painful step, deeper into the jungle, deeper into history. February 1945. The Irrawaddy River, one of the greatest challenges of the Burma War. The Kenyan soldiers crossed first, in fragile boats, under enemy fire, in the mist of dawn. They held the far bank. They cleared the path, and they opened the road to Mandalay. This was their finest hour. These are the names we know, the names history managed to keep. And thousands more, whose names were never written, but whose bravery was equal. Among them was Corporal Elijah Mbogo, a young man from central Kenya, a man who led night patrols deep into the enemy's world, who crossed the Irrawaddy under fire, who came home bearing memories heavy as mountains. He once said,
"Those who did not return, they are the true heroes."
When the war ended, they returned home, quietly, without fanfare, without the recognition they deserved. But they brought home strength, wisdom, and the courage that would one day fuel Kenya's struggle for independence. The Kenya Army stands on their legacy. Our national pride carries their spirit, and our freedom echoes with the footsteps of the Burma soldiers. They crossed oceans, they crossed jungles, they crossed into history. A generation of Kenyan heroes, whose light will never fade, as long as we remember. This is their story. Those who have left, we cherish you. Those still alive, we honor you. Bye-bye, our heroes.